Good morning. Hello. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 16th of September. Now, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. We have built a little community here of like-minded people. We chat to each other, so please feel free to comment down below as well and hit those like buttons, guys. You know that really helps me a lot as well because it lets people know the video is worth watching. I'm in a different room today, guys, mixing it up a bit, Amber. You've been glad about that. I was actually going to shoot outside today, but the wind's come up. It's a beautiful, warm, sunny day, but it's got really windy, so it would be too noisy to shoot outside. Now, first off, guys, remember my videos are for entertainment purposes only. Take from them what you choose. A little bit of admin just before we get started. Sad news about Hugh Jackman, the Aussie actor. I know a lot of you know him from The Greatest Showman and Wolverine, and his sort of director wife, Deborah Lee Furness. They've been together forever. They're splitting up. And it was really weird, you know, when I heard that this morning, because I remember probably over 10 years ago, I remember I watched this psychic once and he did this celebrity predictions, and he said that they were going to split up, and I was like, oh, that's not going to happen. And then it sort of didn't happen, and I thought, oh, he wasn't right. And there you go, he was right. It's so weird when that happens, isn't it? And you think back to what someone had said once. So they can be very long-range forecasts. And if you've seen any photos of Deborah Lee Furness, she's definitely had, I would say, a lot of surgery. I don't know what's gone on there, but go and check her out. I might post something to my Facebook page. The sad thing is, I know she's older than him, but she looks like she's about 25 now. She's had a lot of work done. She's looking a little bit influencer Kardashian, I'm afraid. It's just sad when someone kind of loses himself in that world of changing their look. They lose all their character, don't they? It's just a sad thing to watch people. We've talked about that here before. I was telling you about that channel by Stephanie Lang. She's got a great YouTube channel, guys. Go check it out. It's hilarious about all these influencers and how they're not the real thing. They use a lot of filters and things, but, you know, with Madonna and Gwen Stefani, and that's a lot of surgery going on. That's just Simon Cowell as well. Was it American Idol? Oh my goodness me. Carl Vernon's got a video on him. It's funny as. So yeah, it's just sad, isn't it? It's sad. She's probably lost herself a little bit, I would say. Who knows what goes on? It always takes two, doesn't it? We know that here on this channel. The other thing I just wanted to mention was, oh yes, Elbow. Oh, maybe this was the tick of approval. He's spending 20 million now, between now and the 14th of October on his Yes campaign. He's got new ads coming out. Yep, he's got a little Indigenous boy talking about how he wants to have a great future and all this, you know, trying to use all his trickery to fool the people. He's not really telling anyone the real story. So the vote's getting closer, and he's just going to splash out another 20 mil on his advertising campaign. I'd love to know where the No campaign is and what we're spending on the No campaign. Nothing. And that's all our lovely taxpayer dollars that are getting used. Couldn't you actually like put that towards like housing people who are now living on the streets and destitute? Just, you know, seems a little bit like a waste of $20 million, doesn't it, guys? But what would we know here on this channel? We're just supposed conspiracy theorists, aren't we? Anyway, all right, just, you know, just calling out our Aussie government for the BS that they continuously dish out to us. Okay, how about I close my eyes, guys? We'll get started with the reading and we'll see what comes up. Saturday morning here. I love weekends. I love them. I went out to dinner with some lovely friends of mine last night that are leaving, and we had Thai. It was so yummy. How yummy is Thai food? My daughter's Thai, but the food is so yummy. We've got a lovely Thai restaurant, which is so nice, isn't it? It's all fresh and yummy. So I had a nice night out. All right, let's get started, guys. Enough about me, and let's see what comes up. Oh, I'm getting governments. This is globally. The hurdles are falling over. A lot of the hurdles are falling over for government. They're not able to reach their target goals. It's showing me that like little legs going like this. This could be like Turdo, Macron, elbow, sushi, hippo, all the above, everybody included. Oh, they're knocking a lot of hurdles over. So they're running, and then they're knocking the hurdles over. They're actually not able to just clear things easily. Things aren't as easy as they thought. Even sushi. We know sushi's gone flipped out his red carpet really fast, but the people are rising up. They're coming into their rise up energy around all this ULEZ, the car, the 15-minute zones. We know how it goes in the UK. You're getting everything, all the camera tracking, but thank God for the Blade Runners that are ripping down the cameras. But that's what I'm getting. The people are just, the hurdles are falling over for government, and that's what we want to hear, guys. Look at that win here we had in Australia against Qantas. That's a hurdle falling over for government. That's a classic example of the little peasants people, Lego people at Qantas Airlines having a huge win that I talked about yesterday. The High Court said that they were sacked illegally. These things are happening globally, guys. People are standing up to their government. That's people standing up to government. So I reckon there's going to be more about a lot of these mandates and people losing their jobs. That would put the wind up government as well. That's why hurdles are falling, which is good. Because remember, they've got to get over hurdles with the little people too. It's not just let's roll it out and you do as I say, because most people don't want to do as government says. It was different with the virus because we know that was the mass psychosis, but everything else, I keep saying to you, they're not in a mass psychosis for everything else. So they're seeing that none of this is logic. Yay! Finally, some logic's coming into everything, guys. Hooray! All right, let's keep going. Charlie. What's she talking to me today? Come on, Charlie. Charlie. She'll come up on the bed. Come on, Charlie. She might come up and pay you a visit. Charlie. I let her know I'm here. Charlie. Oh, it's hard being blind and getting old, isn't it? All right, let's see what else we get. I'm getting Germany, and I'm getting that Germany is very fractured. They're showing me lots of splits in Germany. There's a lot of division in Germany happening, which is kind of interesting. But you must have different parts where you have very different beliefs. I feel like there's a lot of segregation, and we know who's called us all the segregation, your government. So I do feel in Germany, apart from wanting to stand up, people are feeling quite separated from each other in Germany. It's saying to me there's like a real breakdown in the communication. There's a lot of breakdowns in society in Germany. People are feeling quite separated. A lot of people are still feeling isolated as well. There's not great connection in Germany. And this is just in society in general. But the government has caused it. It's caused a lot of separation. I kept getting those images, remember, of the Berlin Wall and how when that was knocked down. But it's like the government's building the Berlin Wall back up. This is just an image. They're building it back up. Not between, is it east and west? It's not that. It's in all segments of society. It's very fractured in Germany. That's what I'm getting. There's a lot of divide over there caused by government. It's so frustrating, all this, isn't it? It's so frustrating the way government's actually doing it. You know, here we are, we get to, you know, the 2000s or whatever, and everyone's starting to come together. We're becoming all multicultural globally and that. And then all our governments, which we know is the Great Reset, stepping in and dividing everyone so they can get control and power. They don't want people coming together because that gives the little people strength and power. We know how it goes. Charlie. She might come up and say hello. Go on, Charlie. Come on. Come up here. No. Come on. Oh, she knows I'm here. She's just got to climb up. Come on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to block out the loudest sound, which is Charlie. Oh, thanks, guys. You're all getting your books from Liliana Riven now too. Finding Stillness, if anyone wants to go and purchase it on Amazon. Just a great book, great ideas, great tools of how to find calm in the chaos is what we're trying to do here. Hope you guys are going all right with your ailments. My knee's still pretty ordinary, I've got to say. I have good days and bad days. Some days I can walk like yesterday I struggled to walk. Depends what I do. I did mow the lawn, which is probably overdoing it. So you just got to rest up. If you have a day where you do a lot of movement, I guess, guys, you just got to rest up. That's what I'm doing now. What can you do? We've still got to navigate and keep living our lives, haven't we? But reach out still and get the help that you need, guys. Massage, therapies, whatever you need. Just do that. Get the help that's required. All right. I'm getting that there's a lot unfolding around China, which is Canada here if you're new. It's showing me like unfolding like a napkin or a hanky, and there's things hidden inside it. It's like a soft white fabric, and things are being exposed. Things are being exposed. There's more being exposed in Canada. This could actually be about the lies and deception over the CV period. We know Turdo's been questioned a lot at length around the Ottawa protests. We know that went on, and nothing ever comes of it. That's, I think, what's the most frustrating part of all this, guys, is nothing ever seems to come of these wonderful hearings. Example, Hunter Biden laptop. Nothing ever comes of anything. So, but I am getting that more is being exposed. And I guess you got to look at the positives and take from that what we can, because when more is being exposed, that means more people are seeing it. People waking up, sleepwalkers, doing their crime investigation boards in Canada, and they're starting to open up to the truth and what might be going on, and that their government might be corrupt, and that Trudeau might have led them down the garden path. It's happening, guys. It's happening in Canada. Things are being exposed. It's that opening up. Things are being exposed and shown to the people. People are seeing things now. It's good. People are really waking up in Canada, guys. They were in fear for a very long time, and not just around the jab wheel. They were actually in fear around when he closed the bank accounts, and he stopped as well people's bank accounts that were anyone who donated to the protests, truckers' protests, etc. That was a very quick way for him to gain control of the people, and it did work really well. But now people are like, well, I don't think I want that control. That's what the people waking up in Canada are thinking, guys. They've decided they don't really like the control. Oh, they've left it very late, haven't they? To decide that, they better stand up and do something. So I still feel you could get people standing up. That would take some bravery, wouldn't it, after the Ottawa protests? But I do feel like people are coming together in Canada. Fingers, guys, come on. Let's will them to all stand up and do something over there. Oh, they need to fight back. But they're seeing it now. They're starting to see the truths of all the lies, the deception, all the garbage they've been getting fed on mainstream media. They're starting to see through it. It's really good. Things are becoming transparent, translucent. I'm just getting that sort of, and the veils are lifting in Canada on the truths. Oh, there'd be so many lies. Could you imagine it? Oh my gosh. All right. Oh God. I keep getting Fiji. I don't know why. I just keep getting Fiji. I hope it's not Panda, meaning the communist country, coming in and taking over, or Fiji being like wiped off the map. I hope it's not, but I do keep getting Fiji, so I just have to mention it so that we're sort of looking at Fiji for if anything changes. Oh, it's not good. All right. I'm getting now, this is in Maui, Hawaii, speaking of islands, there's a huge amount of neglect around the people of Maui. They're being neglected. Their government's turning their back on them now. I think they turned their back on them right from the start of it all happening, the fires going through, supposed fires going through. Oh, we're getting our heat warnings today about the terrible catastrophic fires that might come in the next few days because of the heat waves. Fear, fear, fear. But I am getting that in Maui, getting back to that their government has turned their back on them now. They pretended they were doing a few things from the start. You know, I said they had those vouchers or they had the like coupon system going and that. But I do feel like, sadly, land-wise, I feel like the government doesn't have their back in Maui. I feel like the government's ready to just show me the hands rubbing together, making all the money. The bigwigs making all the money, ready to swoop on everything. I feel like the land's going to get taken over, sadly, for the people of Maui. I feel like they don't have any say in it. The government's tried to play it low-key and get, you know, real estate and all that to back off and leave the people alone in their time, stress and everything. But in the meantime, the government's been signing off papers and all this stuff in the background that's just handing it over to the global elites so they can just bulldoze it all down, like I said, and start to build their elite towers and their little bit of paradise. So sadly, I feel like the government's, it's already pretty much, I feel it's a done deal. How mad, it's showing me the people in Maui that, you know, had to leave. They're so infuriated inside. They are so mad. They're so angry. They're becoming hostile because they're feeling at a loss. What do you do? How do you navigate that? You've got nothing. None of them would have had insurance. Majority would not have had insurance, I'm guessing, because people can't even afford home and contents insurance hardly anymore. It's so expensive. Yet another thing gone through the roof. So I do feel like they feel like they're really being taken advantage of by their government. And that's becoming clearer and clearer by the day because nothing's kind of happening. The government's like turned their back on them. And they're feeling now, the people that have been made homeless from these events, they feel like they're like going to have to live in the slums. That's how they're feeling. They feel like they're just going to have to live in the slums, become like slum people, living on the streets and just in Grubsville. That's what I'm getting. Can you imagine how angry you'd be when you've had this absolutely beautiful paradise life and boom, in a day, it was just all wiped out? Oh, you'd be so mad. And see, this is where it's dangerous. They've got to, they can't internalize it. They have to spew it out, like they have to get it out because that's how they'll heal these people of Maui. But if they keep suppressing it, it just becomes that toxic emotion again. So this probably, I would say, for the people in Maui is part of their awakening process. The old, you know, phoenix rising from the ashes, literally. Be interesting to see what sort of pans out in the next few months, I think, over there. It's just a sad situation. How's the government's just selling everyone out, selling them off to bloody foreign companies? Makes you so mad, doesn't it? Also, guys, just to mention, I'm gonna try and do my 2024 prediction video soon. I'm going to get it up very soon because I think it's time. We need a bit of direction as to what's going to be happening in 2024. Like I said, there's still a lot going to continue right up to 2025, especially with interest rate rises, cost of living. I don't see anything changing very abruptly, sadly. I'm sure that'll be in the reading. All right, let's see if there's anything more. Cheers, everyone. I forgot to cheers you today. I am getting hippo in New Zealand. We know you got the vote. We were talking about it yesterday. I do feel he's a little on the rise. I do feel like people... See, it's what I said the other day. People might get fooled thinking, oh, well, things haven't been too bad since he's been in after Jabsinda. You know, he hasn't pushed a lot of things, but we all know here on this channel that he's about to roll it out. The minute that election's over, it will be on for you in New Zealand. But most people don't realise that. So I do feel like he might be doing okay in the polls. Just okay. I don't think he's like killing it. But, you know, his popularity may be lifting a little. Oh, God, I hope it's not rigged, guys. Oh, I'm going to have to look up who the opposition is. I've got to check him out. I'm presuming it's a man. Could be a woman. Interesting. It's going to be an interesting few weeks for you Kiwis and for us Aussies with all our voting going on. God. All right. Getting turbulent times in England. And when they're saying turbulent, they actually mean flooding. Literally flooding. It's showing me like waves coming down streets. You might get more flooding. I hate to say it over there. I know you guys don't want to hear that. You've had so much rain. You're so over it. but I do feel you might get a lot of winter rain. The winter rain. See, they're stuffing up all the weather patterns, aren't they? So I am getting turbulent weather, very turbulent weather. Might be a lot of storms. This is just England, surrounding areas, UK, Wales, obviously. I am getting turbulent times ahead. This is probably in the next 4 months, I'd say. It's leading up to Christmas. You're going to have a lot of turbulent weather. Unsettled, perhaps even, do you get hailstorms? They're showing me like hailstorms, things that kind of come out of the blue, that maybe you're not used to experiencing. I do get a lot of this turbulent weather. No surprises for us when they're manipulating and playing around with the weather, because that's going to disrupt everything, and change all the weather patterns and everything. So I am getting that in England, and that you might get a lot more turbulent weather. So batten down the hatches, guys, and stay safe. Oh, God, they're not even, you know what's weird? They're not even showing me like snow and stuff like that. I'm just getting more storm activity, more storm activity than like snow activity, which was probably, well, not us, but we didn't really have a snow season here. To me, it was very ordinary. Mildest snow season we've ever had. Like I said, one of the our snow season is still going, and it's like 24 degrees here today. It's so weird. It doesn't shut till 2 weekends time, I think it is. But you know, one of the resorts closed early because there was not enough snow. It's complete madness. It shut like over a month ago. Completely never heard of, I tell you. So I think that's what's going to happen with you guys. It's going to be more rain. Oh, you'll get snow, but it's going to be like not a normal winter, put it that way. All right, let me see if there's anything else to close with today. Oh, did you guys go and check out the alien statues in Mexico? I've put it on my Facebook page now, guys. Look, I'm not having digs at aliens. I actually think aliens exist. I actually think they're very real. I always have. But I do laugh at the way that the government portrays it all, like, oh, it's all very scary, and you know how they're trying to put fear in everybody again. And I do still think they did look a little plaster cast-ish, the ones that they were showing us, the ancient alien statues. I don't know. It's a bit of a circus show, really. We don't know what's real and what isn't sometimes with our governments. They could tell us anything. I do believe aliens are real. I think there's a lot of things out there that exist that we're just not aware of. We're becoming more aware of them. But I think if you go and check out some of the body language videos too of those guys that are at the alien hearings. I mean, the ones that I tend to believe in when you listen to them talk are the ones in the Air Force and things like that who have actually witnessed it, or the ones on that, what's that book? Is it Blu-ray book or whatever that thing was? But some of those guys, those 3 guys they're interviewing at the moment, I don't know what the hearing's called, but you kind of go, oh, really? Like, it all just sounds a little fishy. It's all a bit planned, isn't it, some of it? I'm going to go and watch some more of those body language ones, because I love body language. As you know here, I love studying body language. So there's quite a few of those. So I'm going to go check some more out. I'm curious. Check them out, guys, and let me know what you guys think as well. But I do love body language. It's very interesting. It's very hard to lie with body language. Even if you're trying, it's very hard to not tell the truth with your body. It usually tells you the truth. Okay. Interesting. All right. Oh, and guess what happened here, guys? Yes. Remember I got the other day, I said Woolies, Coles, Aldi's, all the supermarkets, wherever you're living, probably Costco and all of them, they were going to give everyone wonderful discounts. Yep. But like I said, as we know here, BS detectives, they're going to put their prices up sky high through the roof. Oh, then drop them down. So really, they're not giving you a discount at all. We've already worked that out here on this channel. Oh, and I did notice then, it was yesterday, I think Carl Vernon had a video on Trudeau talking about how he's going to help all the people through the grocery stores. I'll leave it on my Facebook page, guys. Funny ass. All I could think of was what I'd been saying like earlier in the week about the grocery stores. Oh, what a laugh. Because they need to let people know, the Lego people and peasants, that they're really helping them to save money by, you know, lowering the prices of their goods and services and things. What a load of. Oh, we know it's just lies. More lies being fed to the public. Oh, anyway. Up to their old trickery again, all these government elites. But people will believe it. They'll fall for it. You know, you put a yellow ticket on something at the supermarket, pretty much looks like a special. I mean, you know what makes me laugh now, and I'm sure you guys are the same, is everywhere you go now, it's a year-long sale. Everyone has a sale. Oh, the Black Friday sale. Oh, the mid-year sale. Oh, the January sale. Oh, the Easter sale. Everything is a sale. Once upon a time, when I was little, when I was younger, you know, you'd get a sale like twice a year and it was genuine. And now it's like, yeah. You see a sale sign and you just know it's not even on sale. But it's a good way to con people, isn't it? Just my point of view. All right, let's see if there's anything else to close with today. Oh, here we go. I keep talking about, we know it's the immortal CV virus here, guys, and they've got their variants and blah, blah, blah. And they're talking about the herd immunity again. I keep saying they're going to focus because they want to herd everyone up. So they've got to have these new variants. That's the only way they can realize that's the way they realize they get most control of the people is by the CV pickies because of the mass psychosis. So they keep using these variants to try and herd the cattle, but the cattle aren't herding. I'm getting it. The people are wanting to free range. This isn't us because we're not on this herd immunity thing, but this is the people who think they did the right thing. They complied. They did what government said, and the government wants them to keep complying and keep just doing the right thing. But people are tired of it. They don't want it anymore, guys. Some do. You know, there's a handful locked in. I think there's a handful, but they want a free range now. They want to roam around. And people are starting to question, not just us, well, what happened to natural immunity? Good question. And also, they're thinking, well, what did happen to the flu? How come the flu suddenly came back after this all finished? So many questions. And it's not us asking the questions, guys. It's the people waking up. Oh, could this have been the flu? Oh, maybe it was the flu all along. Maybe I have, after I got jabbed, I ended up getting it 3 or 4 times. Some of these people are thinking, hello, yes. And it drops their immune system down. Plus it ended up being, you were going to be right. You get 2 jabs and you're going to be covered for yonks. And it ended up being no. Now it only lasts 6 weeks. And you've got to keep getting jab if you want to protect yourself. So the story just kept changing. So people pretty much had a gutful of it. And the herd is now wanting to free range. The free range, wandering around the paddocks and just do their own thing. People have had a gutful. It's great. It's so good. Oh, that's what I'm getting. Their herd immunity, or their herding isn't working. So it's great. That's what we want. The herding isn't working. I mean, how many things have we heard here, guys, about some new variant or some terrible variant that was going to affect the kids and affect their brains? And they send all this fear rubbish, and it hasn't even, the story, the variant rather, dies down because it doesn't gain momentum and traction. And then they have to go and reinvent another one and go, oh, let's do the B5 or let's do the Iris, what was that other one? I've lost track. There's too many. But people are just tired of it. It's like, oh yeah, whatever. Righto. And who wants masks? Don't even get me started on that. Masks and mandates back again. No thanks. Oh God, especially here with summer. Oh God, I can't even cope with that sort of stuff. I know you guys in the UK will be flipping out about all that. God, you got to stand up, guys. I hope people stand up if that happens in the UK. I know there's a lot of talk about it over there. All right, let's see if there's anything else to close with today. Oh, guys, I've got to get back to all your comments too. Sorry, I've just been busy the last few days and I haven't got back to my comments. So I will get on top of that today. I will get back to all your comments. I like to read what you guys have got to say because it's important. We share what each other's going through because pretty much what you're going through, like in New Zealand or England, we're going to go through eventually. So it all sort of rotates around the world, doesn't it? All these things that are being implemented upon us, especially the ULEZ Lecky car situation in the UK. And, you know, the body cams coming here in Coles. It's probably all starting in your countries as well. All right, let me see something to close with today. I'm getting that Oasis song, Wonderwall. Today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna leave it all to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way. I love that song. I always tell you I love that song. We've had it before here. I am getting Wonderwall by Oasis. Wonderwall. Might have to listen to the words of that today. Sometimes there's meaning in the song, or there's a message for you guys out there. Hang on. God, I'm getting that song. Again, we've had it so many times here. Burning down the house. Burning down the house. Do, 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 do. But where to go. Play fire with fire. I think we've had enough of fire this year, haven't we, with all the Maui fires. Now we're getting threats of the fire, but I am getting that burning down the house. Burning down the house. All right, hang on. God, I'm getting all these songs about crying. Oh, maybe we're due for a good cry, guys. I don't know. But I'm getting that Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake. I'm getting Crying by, is it Roy Orbison? Hang on a minute. I'm getting all these songs about crying. They're giving me too many. I can't figure them out. Hang on. Oh, I'm just getting bombarded with crying songs. I'm not sure what that all means, guys. Maybe the people waking up are crying because their old life is now long gone. And if they don't do something, it'll be completely gone. Hang on a sec. God, for some reason the guides give me this song all the time. I don't know why, guys. Maybe it's just an energy about this song. They keep giving me that that John Travolta dance clip. This Is It. I think it's called This Is It. This is it. I'm taking life and now I'm all I wanted. Save me, darling. I can't bet, but it's far from over. That's the song. I think it's out of is it Staying Alive? It's not Saturday Night Fever. It's out of Staying Alive. It's John Travolta song. Got to go check it out. It's the music. It's the dance. It's the energy. That's where we have to be. It's this frequency. That's what they're showing me. It's that dancing. You know when, and a lot of us here, I know you guys miss dancing. I do too. I can hardly walk some days. But we miss that vibration and that dance, that feeling that runs through your body. If you watch John Travolta in that dance, in that film clip, it's a feeling. Because dancing comes from a feeling place. I mean, there's dancers and there's dancers. And when you see a real dancer, it comes from that feeling place. They stand out. But that's what the guides are giving me that song for. We have to go and play that today and get into that feeling place, guys. That's just what I'm going to leave you with today. It's an energy vibration. You know, close your eyes and take yourself there. Because you can get that vibration in your body even if you're not dancing. I do love that song. I love that film clip. It's I think it's from the 80s. It's very 80s, like aerobics dancing style. But, you know, sometimes there's reason the guides lead us to things. And we have had that song quite a bit on here. It's just the sound of the music and the way it uplifts your spirit. So I'm going to leave you with that today. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Take care. Please look after yourself. Rest if you need to rest. Do not forget to do that. And let's go check out some of these songs today. We're getting quite a few today. All right, take care. Hit the like buttons. Please comment. I will get back to you very soon. And look out for my 2024, got to remember what year it is, video. And subscribe, please. If you can find the subscribe button, consider doing that as well. Okay, bye everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye.